Divine Feminines, I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. I do have a message here for you. I'm getting a lot of energy around intentional, protection or protective. I feel like your divine masculines are learning after spending a lot of time around you, or as you maybe give them more access or let them closer. One thing that they're observing about you is that you're very intentional. You're a very intentional person, and someone is feeling very lucky that they have a space in your life. Like, I'm almost feeling like the energy of like when you step into a beautiful store filled with like, fine china or crystal, and you're like watching your every step so that you don't knock over things. That is how your masculines are feeling around you. It's like they don't want to mess things up. They don't want to ruin anything because they've seen another side to you, or you've let them into your world. I'm hearing Ellie Goulding. You can see the world you've brought to life. It's like now that you've let them into your world, they're like, oh my gosh, like you are someone that they have to be very careful with, or they themselves have to now start being very intentional. This could be someone who's like sniffing their shirt to make sure they smell okay, they look okay. They've never had to do these types of things before because, like, whoever your masculine is, he was like, I'm well polished, but not well polished enough for this divine feminine. Like that's the vibe that I'm getting. Like you're really making someone feel like I'm on my toes here, but it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just, whoa. I'm getting like this energy of feeling very lucky to know you, or getting to know you deeper. So now they're in this beautiful energy of wanting to build in some ways. The only way that I can put it. I want to build, or I want to impress you, or like I want to make a name for myself. It's almost like it's starting within themselves, and they're feeling really grateful that your energy is able to do this. Like your energy is like whipping them into shape, so to speak, and they've always wanted this energy to fill up their soul, but they've never had that spark, and you are that spark, and I feel like you became that spark once you allowed them to see your world. So look up that song, guys. I don't know the name of it right now, but I know it's Ellie Goulding. Oh crap, I can't even think of it right now because as I try to sing it, it's leaving my mind. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and focus on like what's happening in the divine masculine's world. Yeah, definitely bringing someone to life here, divine feminines, okay? Because we have our Princess Spring, and I'm going to read you guys the message here. It says, immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship, okay? So I'm feeling this spark or this fire energy awakening. I mean, he could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be the fire sign here that's actually sparking this passion. But I feel like, again, this closeness, or you letting them into your world, they are seeing how peculiar you are, how creative you are, maybe artistic. Like I feel like when you step into your home, divine feminine, it is an art piece in itself. Like maybe you collect things, or people ask a lot of questions upon entering your home. Like there's just a lot of interesting things to look at. I feel like your divine masculine observes maybe what you do for work, or there's something about seeing how you're kept, okay? Because I'm hearing she's well kept. So it could be like your style, or you know what it is, like, not that you guys are OCD, maybe this, I'm picking up on his observation of you, or making a joke in his head that you might be OCD. Like, when you go to someone's home or space and you might move something out of place just to see what their reaction is, like that is the kind of joke that I see between you two. Like whoever you are, divine feminine, it's like this beautiful, like I don't want to offend anyone, but you're this beautiful kind of nerdy energy that is so cute and sexy, but fascinating is the word that I am getting. So much to the point where he's questioning himself. Like, do I have enough hobbies? Like, am I artistic enough? What do I have going on in my life? Like, this could be all of the things that he may be inspired to want now to do. It's like the Knight of Wands springing into action, or realizing that, wait a second, I want to be in my purpose too. That's what it is. I want to fall in love with life like this. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Ooh, I'm getting all like, ooh, in my heart space. Okay, so that is your Knight of Spring there. Is, Whew, charming, self-confidence. Maybe their confidence or their love for life is coming back after seeing your world or some kind of world you've brought to life. You know, maybe you guys have not communicated in a really long time. Like, I'm seeing reconnection. Okay, this is two people who have spent a really long time apart, and now that you guys are spending time with one another again, this is a divine masculine who is passionate about life, or they want to discover life or do new things or start up a business. Now all of a sudden somebody just, oh goodness, I can't explain it, guys, but I see like the pulling or the drawing of curtains, like it's a brand new day, they're ready to do something new, and you are inspiring all of that. What is your divine masculine getting ready to begin when it comes to this inspiration? Okay, so we have the hermit, so don't be surprised if many of them all of a sudden go quiet on you, divine feminines, especially after a beautiful closeness or bonding or romantic encounter. It's just, you've given them a lot to think about. This hermit energy could even be somebody getting ready to step into being busy. I'm seeing researching. I don't have a lot of time to hang out. I don't have a lot of time to waste, is what the hermit represents here. It says find or be a mentor, take a break from society. So don't take it personally if you find that they're quiet. It's just more so, I need to account for my time better, like in a more productive way. I need to be accounting for my time, and that's the energy of a 9 as well. So it's like someone's yearning for more fulfillment. Okay, and it's this pondering energy of like they love you and they're so fascinated by you, but it's this mirror where the mirror is shining back at them, like, what do you have to show for the amount of life that you've lived? So it's like this double-edged sword of finding you so fascinating and beautiful, yet at the same time taking 10 steps backward because you're shining this mirror on them. Like, so what have you done? Even though to you, divine feminines, you may not be trying to project that onto them, but this is just what your energy is bringing about. It oftentimes inspires others around you to feel like, okay, I want, again, it's all going to go back to that phrase, I want to be in love with life like that. Okay, so they may be quiet right now, a commitment to their spiritual growth. And this spiritual growth, which we know fire energy does bring about, like your passion, your purpose. Why am I here? Maybe not feeling fulfilled at your job because, yes, you may be making money, but sometimes you may feel like, goodness, it's hard to get up and go to this place because, yeah, the paycheck is good, but at the same time, it's so draining because I have to deal with X, Y, and Z that I don't like in exchange for a lot of that money. And sometimes it just doesn't cut it. It's not worth it. What do I want to do? This is what your divine masculine may feel themselves asking. You have this man wanting to quit his job, maybe wanting to start up a business, wanting to be an entrepreneur. He wants to make more money. He wants to make money, but he wants to do it in a way that creates more freedom to him. More freedom for him, sorry. I think I rushed myself with the words too, because another message was wanting to roll out, which was he doesn't want to be tied to chains or tied to a schedule. Like, you may represent a lot of freedom, or he wants to free up a lot of time to be with you. So you have someone really deeply contemplating life here. And I think that this beautiful night energy is like rushing into a new beginning that is fueled with more passion, more self-confidence. Like, I have something to show for myself. Like, I want to take you places. I want to impress you. Okay, because you've impressed him. You've certainly impressed him. And then with that, we had the 8 of Autumn here. And 8 is about advancing. Okay, this is definitely someone who is pulling on resources. He wants to do something wild. I'm getting like midlife crisis, but not in a bad way. It's more just like, what do I do to create a big change here? Okay. And the 8 is about also like learning and patience and, seeing what you can do. The message says, do your research before proceeding. And that's why I feel like he's in this rush to want to do something big or match your energy in some kind of way. And like I said, this is coming on suddenly because you might have been very private about your life, divine feminine, or private about like, who you are. But I feel like the more you guys spend time together, like, maybe it did get to a point where it's like, sure, you can come over and see my place. And it's like the minute he stepped in there, it was like, whoa, this is someone with a lot of depth. This is someone with a seriousness to them. This is someone who has a lot to offer me. Like, you are just, like I said, he walked in and it's like he's so afraid to break something, you know. But it's like, you're so precious is what I'm seeing. So precious that he doesn't want to do anything to mess it up or ruin it or taint it. And he's also wanting to become this amazing version of himself. Education in the form of seminars, maybe going back to school, apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, long-term projects. Someone could work with their hands, or they work really well with their hands. And I feel like you're a divine masculine. Sorry guys, my nose is getting super itchy. I feel like there's been a repetitive energy for your divine masculine to start their own business or be their own boss. And I feel like they've lagged on this idea for a very, very, very long time. And then boom, this idea has come alive again. Okay, so that's what this hermiting may be all about. And it's like they don't want to reveal their plans or reveal that you're the all of a sudden inspiration for them wanting to do this, even though you might already know that is what they're setting out to do. You know, they're inspired in some way. Okay, what else are they up to behind this research? We have our Prince of Winter. So this is someone charging through, okay? Our Knight of Swords is about taking action, intellectual solutions to their problems. So they may be seeking out professional advice as well. I'm hearing selling, like they want to sell property or they want to sell something, like they've got something big going on in the works. Like you've all of a sudden sparked a seriousness in someone. Not hanging out anymore is also what I'm hearing. Intense focus, the need to act quickly and decisively, and sudden and unexpected changes. You guys remember how I shared readings a few weeks back that talked about like your masculines are changing and they're shifting and people know you're the reason, or like people are starting to see a big change in them. Like they're not answering people's calls anymore. Like all of a sudden somebody wants to be productive and busy, and you are the spark, and it happened instantly. Okay, they've been wanting this big shift or this change, and they've been trying to do it on their own, but it's been really difficult to take action. They meet you and they bond with you, divine feminines, and all of a sudden they don't know where the heck they're getting this energy from. Maybe your masculines, I'm seeing 50, I don't know why, it just flashed in my head. So your masculine could be in his 50s or maybe approaching his 50s. Like I'm hearing it's not too late. Like now is the time where they are going to execute. They're going to start executing a lot of their business ideas and business goals that they had in mind. And you're going to be the fuel. I'm hearing jet fuel to make a lot of these ideas come true very, very quickly. Okay, someone's going to start experiencing a lot of success, a lot of motivation or a drive, like a boost in their energy. What blessings has the divine feminines brought in? What awakening, what epiphany? Yeah, the Two of Cups. Okay, so I'm hearing again the reason is you. It's like you are the motivation that someone needed. I feel like the universe brought you two together in the same place, in the same time, and it's like this unraveling or this unfolding of, you know, love and commitment. Like you made someone fall in love with life again, but in order to fall in love with life again, they had to fall in love with themselves. And like the Two of Cups shows me that like you're in love with life, divine feminine, and that's what your divine masculine was missing. Before you, they forgot that being here was a blessing. They forgot to appreciate life. They forgot to like have love, like self-love, you know, give to others, you know, treat your environment around you kindly and it'll return to you tenfold. The message here says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. And I feel like first that is that commitment to themselves. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Oh, it's such a beautiful energy. But, you know, this is a commitment that I feel like they're making with the hermiting energy, okay? So this is the big shift that a lot of you are going to start seeing, I feel like, for 2026. If your masculines have been on autopilot, you know, asleep, dragging their feet in a lot of karmic situations. It doesn't always have to be a lover. It could be friend groups that have been keeping them in toxic situations, wasting away their resources, money, time, energy. I don't know why I got strip clubs, but I'm seeing for a lot of your divine masculines, like these environments like gambling, strip clubs, casinos, like party environments where I'm seeing a lot of alcohol, drinking, anything to clog your divine masculine's creative flow in the form of like substances or distractions. You're going to see a lot of that clearing up this year, divine feminines. Many of them are going to be stepping into this hermit energy where they're going to step down from social media, because social media too has been acting like a big distraction full of like images, body parts, lifestyles, that it's been really difficult for them to distinguish what's real and what's not real, and what is true and what is not true. So many of them are like stepping down. Like the hermiting for me represents like darkness, a need for solitude, and a need to reconnect with purpose. Like, who am I, with the Knight of Wands energy here? Like, what do I stand for? Okay, the divine feminine is coming in as like the true essence of real divine feminine energy. That's why they're wanting to shut down distractions like all around them. Like, you are coming in as this beautiful energy meant to heal the distortion, is what I'm getting. And it's like they can't get enough of the sweetness or the goodness. Okay, so again, the hermiting and the Two of Cups, you are that loving energy that has caused your divine masculine to go inward and to go quiet right now, divine feminines. That's what I'm feeling from them. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed. You guys take it easy. I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Take care, guys. Bye.